Feel like your traps are burning? Well, we want to loosen up a whole lot deeper muscle layers underneath the traps. Let's roll the shoulders over. Take a scarf, a belt or a piece of rope, taking your arms with wrists about 3 hip widths apart and rotating them up over your head. Keeping your arms straight, breathe in, taking them back up, over and rotating down to the buttock area. This will give you a nice loosening through the shoulder blades and the shoulder pectoral areas. Now take your arms from over your head down to the sides, gently pulling with your leading arm. If you have an injury to your back, you will find you will not be able to flex too far with this exercise, but it is good to start this routine. As you graduate away from pain, you will find increasing flexibility here. Take it slow, and some of you may only be able to go a quarter of the way to vertical with the scarf here, but day on day improvement is what you're trying to achieve. Bring your arms or your wrists now to about 2 hip widths wide, and then you can rotate to the side with your arms from out in front, using your lead hand to pull back around slowly, giving you a bit of a twist. Slow and steady is the key here, and a bit of a stretch through the lower back and dorsal area is what you're trying to achieve. The next option is to turn and rotate your leading foot and open your hips up into this same movement while you're twisting around. You should feel a little bit more of a stretch through the hips and therefore through the lower back as well. Now I'll just show you how to set the scarf up face on here. Let's just pull the scarf or the rope to give you leverage point just below the knees. So now we get side on and have a look at it. Once we get into this position, we want to hinge from the hips, keeping the back straight as you can. And then you can use the little bit of tension on the scarf, using your body weight obviously to hold the scarf down. Then you've got a bit of a stretch through the back of the hamstrings and through the glute area. If you move from side to side in a slow, deliberate fashion, you'll find more places to stretch for the glutes. And you can come down for a bit more of an adductor stretch by hinging your elbows on the inside of your legs and then squatting into a lower position. Again, here you can move around consciously and slowly transferring weight to find more stretching areas. We're trying to loosen up a couple more muscles behind the trapezius: the sternocleidomastoid, the levatoscapular, scalenus capitis, and the semispinalis capitis. With the cordus device, we move into the smaller section of the cordus for use in the cervical area. We start at the base of the cervical area, and this is how you place yourself on it. Now, for most people to begin with, if they're doing a lot of computer work or have a little bit of a lurch forward in the neck area, you'll find that you might need to put a book or a couple of books or a little pillow just to adjust the height and to get some pressure. Not uncomfortable pressure, but just some comfortable pressure in the lower part of the neck. Oxygenate yourself with 5 to 10 deep breaths, and on the inhale, hold and focus your attention on the area where the cordus is penetrating the spinal muscles. Release with a deep exhale and repeat 5 times. Now we go to releasing deeper muscles again as we move up the neck into the spinalis and the interspinalis cervices. Now that we can see we're getting into these deeper muscles, our next adjustments are to use our hands behind our head to adjust to a height where you feel comfortable penetration, but not causing yourself any pain. And we're able to do this adjusting through each vertebrae in the neck. You can do it on one or two or all of them, depending on the area of issue and the amount of time you've got to spend on the exercise. But we're trying to repeat this exercise for 3 to 4 minutes on each of the particular points so that it gives the paraspinal muscles a chance to go through the process of releasing the spasms away from the finer points it is up against. On the spine, again, repeat 5 times. Think of this as a somatic exercise where slow, minor adjustments are key. The next point you will see here that we want to release are looking at the higher muscular areas of the neck in and around the atlas bone, at the back of the neck and the base of the head. Again, we'll do this with 5 to 10 deep breaths, a hold, and then a release. Focus your attention on oxygenating the area where you have the cordus position, and then with a heavy sigh, release the tension. And again, repeat this 5 times. You'll relax the atlas bone, hopefully to a neutral position.